Do you need MT? If you do, make sure you go to safenbamt.com and make sure you use code BLAZE for 5% off any of your orders. Hey, it's Blaze, and today, what is good, y'all? So today, I thought I would drop a little bit of an auction house tips video. So first things first, new channel, drop a like and subscribe down below if you are new. Of course, auction house tips on 2K. It's pretty crucial. Now, of course, I'm not gonna be able to tell you what specific things to look for and search up and like try to do, because obviously, if I release that to you, it's not really gonna be a method anymore to make MT. I'm sure you guys can understand. I make a video and then you got what 50, 100 people doing it. It's not really gonna be a method anymore. It's not gonna be as what's the word I'm looking for? It's not gonna be as effective, right? So, but I thought I could go ahead. I give you guys some tips on kind of some things that, like, if you want to do this a certain way, or like you want to do this to make MT. There's a lot of great things that you can do to kind of maximize the MT that you get. I'll drop little bits of information here and there in regards to like auction house tips. That way, over time, you can get more effective when it comes to making MT. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So the first tip that I want to give you is specifically when it comes to Evo cards. Now, obviously, I have talked about Evo cards several times in the past, right? So videos, but there's a way that you can kind of maximize how much MT that you can get off of these players. So let's say, for example, there's several Evo cards. There's Gary Harris and THT are kind of main ones, and you can do THT while playing online. And if you're good enough at the game, if you use THT and play with him online and you are effective at playing the game, you can get one THT done in like 3 games on average. Easily get him done in 3 games. And when you flip him, on top of all the other rewards that you're getting through Triple Threat Online, you're also making 1K MT per flip. Gary Harris is probably different, but that's not really the point that I'm trying to make. The point I am trying to make is that instead of coming out here and buying an Evo THT Sapphire for 1000 MT, it's probably better for you to bid snipe these Evo cards, because that's going to maximize how much profit you're going to get off these. So instead of buying these Sapphires for 1K MT and you're only making like what, 300 MT per card, that's not even worth it at that point. Just come down here and you can bid snipe a bunch of these Evo cards for the low. Then you can flip them when they're evoed for high and maximize how much MT that you're getting. So now I would come here and I would bid snipe these THTs and get them for 500 a pop. Of course, you will get outbid quite a bit, but if you go through and you do a quick sweep, now of course it's limited now because they stopped having these THT packs. So of course, eventually they're gonna run out. But this is a tip for the future. Once they release Evo cards again, if you bid snipe them, Evo them, and then sell them, you're going to be able to maximize that profit instead of just buying a card straight up. And you can stack these and have, your auction outcomes, you could have like 10 or 20 just waiting sitting there that you bid sniped, then you can just run them through like clockwork instead of having to buy them and have their prices like basically changing all the time, right? Because like sometimes Sapphire THT would be like 1500 MT for a Sapphire, or sometimes it would be 800. So as long as you bid snipe them for 500, you maximize that profit, and you don't have to worry about the auction house always constantly fluctuating when it comes to THT or any other Evo card for that matter. So yeah, that's another tip I could give you. Now the second tip I will give is selling time. So if you're in Australia, you're in Asia, or you're in Europe or any other country other than the US, you're gonna have to do some like quick Google search here. But the ideal time that you want to be able to list your auction house bids up is going to be around 8 p.m. Eastern or 9 p.m. Eastern time. 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern EST is going to be the prime time that you want to list your cards. That's the time that you want your 100K plus card bids. That's the time that you want them in. So let's say I have like an Isaiah Thomas, right? I'm assuming Isaiah Thomas is by now, but just in case he's not, I would just search up Michael Jordan, right? Pink Diamond Michael Jordan. I'm sure he's going, yes, exactly. So he's going for 100K plus. If you had a Michael Jordan or a card that goes for 100K plus, you want the auction card, you want the bid to end around 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because that's when you're going to be able to get the maximum value. Another thing I will also recommend is, unless you have a shoe that is free, for example, like I have like this diamond shoe here, right? And I can't sell it. So it's a free shoe I can just kind of put on whoever I want to. Unless you have like one of those types of like shoe cards, don't go to the auction house and buy a shoe just to increase the value. It's not gonna work in the long run. Same thing with diamond contracts as well. It's not really gonna increase the value. The only thing that will increase the value of a card is a substantial badge increase or additional Hall of Fame badges. So let's say, okay, boom, like this Michael Jordan here has like 20 golds. Or sorry, no, my apologies. This Michael Jordan here has 8 Hall of Fame badges and 23 golds compared to his base version that has 17 gold badges. So obviously, if I'm a Michael Jordan fan, you know, this is someone's really gonna like put a lot of like MT into. Like he's got a Hall of Fame posterizer and Hall of Fame dribble. That's really OP. So of course that's gonna be a card that's gonna have a huge increase. But as far as like if let's say you have the card and you want to increase the value, it's not worth it for you to go out there and drop 25K trying to put a shoe on him that's good, or even more than that if you want it to be a good shoe. People just don't care about that too much unless you're a comp guy. Then of course you're gonna care about that. But I'm saying like majority of my team community are casuals, and they're not gonna like click on every card and look at the shoe and make sure it's got a good shoe card. Like it's something that is just not valued, so don't even bother doing it because you're just wasting MT at that point, right? So like badges and like Hall of Fame badges, those can definitely increase the value, but as far as everything else for that matter, don't bother. That goes for contracts and shoes. What else can I drop for you guys in this video? Yeah, so this is something I was doing before. I don't know how popular it is now, but if you want to know what cards to go for as far as targeting, specifically if you do want to bid snipe, think about cards that people are not really going to have their eyes on that have a lot of value. For example, I'm not going to go and try to like bid snipe diamond LeBron James, because obviously there's a lot of people's eyes are on these cards and it's not going to slip through the cracks. So if you're bid sniping, or you want to snipe cards in general, because if your internet's not that good, you kind of have to go for cards that are not really going to be that noticeable, that way you have more time to snipe them. You want to go for cards that are not going to be noticed. Like all these diamond cards, if you try to bid snipe them, like you're going to get outbid every single time to the point where you're not getting profit, because it's LeBron James, and obviously he's going to have a lot of eyes on him. Same thing with cards like Giannis, MJ, Kobe, common sense stuff, right? AI, IT, Dennis Rodman, Kristaps. A lot of players like that, you're not really going to be able to get away with bid sniping. It's got to be cards that have lots of value, but slip through the cracks and don't have lots of value. Okay, so that's going to conclude this auction house tip video for today. I'll probably just be dropping these out throughout the week, because of course, being no money spent, I've been able to get my MT up solely through working through the auction house. I've been able to get my MT up to about 2.6 K. So no, 2.6 mil. So I hope to get to around 10 mil. The 80 Hall of Fame badge pack from collector level is definitely a goal for me, because I just want to have a souped Magic card. Magic's one of my favorite cards, and if I'm being honest, I'm not buying any cards until Magic comes out because that's the only card we want right now. I don't want any other cards. I don't care if it's a Power Forward, Center, Magic. I don't care. But yeah, man. I hope this video does help you guys out quite a bit, and just gets this out to you guys, so you guys can kind of start adapting. Like I said, I'll be dropping more tip videos throughout the this week or next couple weeks. I just don't want to put everything in one video because this would be like a 2-hour long video, right? So, as always, y'all, hey, hope you guys have a blessed day. Good day. Adios, good night, peace, all love, all positivity, and I'll see you guys in the next video.